All right, I think I'm live right now, which is awesome. I spent entirely way too long making a thumbnail for this video, but you know, we gotta learn. We gotta learn how to do this stuff one step at a time. I currently right now, I got, YouTube gave me a serious slap on the wrist last time I streamed, and they took my video down because I had, I guess, too much music. But it was like getting to be like 4 a.m. and so I yeah, it was like 4 a.m. and I wasn't thinking straight, and I just like left YouTube playing, so I could keep my so I could keep my monitor open while running this long running Python script. And so yeah, that was. They told me don't put copyrighted stuff, or else you won't be able to live stream. And you know, if I can't live stream, then I can't broadcast to all zero of my adoring fans. Okay, let's get serious here because I don't really want to spend too much time uh, on this. I'm giving myself a hard cutoff at midnight, you know, because I got to go to bed and stuff, and you know, wake up early. Got a long day of work. Great day at work. All right, so we're going here to our drive, pulling up where we left off. So actually, not where we left off. I'll tell you guys what I've been doing. So let's run it all up into. So this is kind of what you missed from my last stream. So I guess you can't really. What's the point if you can't hear this? You know. Oh yeah, I want to keep it maybe at like a very low minimum. So I want it to be like approximately the music, right? I want there to be a little background music because I enjoy the background music. Maybe you will too, but it can't be loud enough that these freaking people's algorithms start saying that it's copyrighted. I mean, what more can I do? I'm attributing all this music here. You know, it's like you could just be getting the same exact thing. I'm not saying I made the music, right? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so if I'm totally silent, let's see what happens to the sound of the music. This is like about a zero sound, so if I go like this, maybe like if I'm totally silent, I want it to be very quiet, like just barely over the sound of silence. I'm gonna change my bit rates to 2500 bit rate. I don't really know what that means, but I think that should change something. Does that mean that it makes the quality of the video lower? Anyway, okay, so just to kind of run you through. So I have this Beautiful Soup is a well-known Python library for extracting information out of websites, out of HTML. So if you've ever done scraping of any kind of website, it's one thing to get the scrape. It's one thing to get the site, right? So in fact, that's what I did. I used the built-in request library here, and so this is actually kind of crazy. So at first I had this long script that pretty much, well, I'm still going to use this, right? But it got the website, like it scraped the website. And the website I'm referring here to is my account numbers. So if you were watching my previous videos, you saw that I got all this open data from Socrata, and this had all the tax information properties for King County in Washington State. And from there, I filtered it out based on recent properties that have not been paying their taxes. So the amount that they paid is less than the amount they've been billed. So, but at the same time, it's not 2020. So these are properties that are in danger of being foreclosed upon, and this would be a good factor to approach with some sort of marketing on the potential that they could avoid losing their house, and they could sell it for cash, and they could come out win-win. So anyway, here we are. So I got that data, the tax, specifically the tax property data, and each one of those tax property data has an account number, right? It contains some other information, but what I'm concerned about is the account number, because there's actually no information about the house itself, let alone the owner or the property itself. And a lot of these are not houses. They could be plots of land. Some of them are owned by the government. There's all kinds of stuff, commercial buildings, warehouses, etc., etc. So what I have to do is I have to just get all that raw tax information, and I have to start filtering out. So one of the ways that I did that was each one had like a receivable type, because this is the type of tax that's being owed to the on the property. And some of them were called like abatement, drainage, and one thing that I noticed was there's, one thing that I noticed was the abatement. Yeah, I was just doing some research here, code compliance. So in some case, there's abatement taxes for code compliance. And it's a little bit distracting. Music. Yeah, anyway. So there's irrigation district. I found these were all like farms, like large things. And also there's forest patrol, which is usually just like plots of land, vacant forest. So I filtered those out. And then what I did is I still need to call the King County Tax Authority to ask them what happens for properties that have been haven't paid their taxes since 2016, because the law says that if you haven't been paying for 3 years, that's when you get foreclosed upon. So I need to find out, is there like special circumstances or something like that. Let's see. Okay, so I just need to, oh man, can't lower my headphones. Okay. Hello. Sorry. Okay. And after we did that, we joined the. Okay, so now what I've been trying to do is so now I have the account number. From the account number, I can get the parcel. I can get the parcel number, and from the parcel number, I can get all the information about the property. And the way that you would normally do that is you would just go to like a website like this. You go like this, and say like this guy right here. This is the parcel number, which is very similar to the tax account number. And there it is. So this is like the King County whatever facilities, whatever. So here it is. So all I did is I took all the account numbers from the database records that I found, and I pasted it into here. And then what I had tried to do is I tried to all do it on like one fell swoop, and it was like slick, and it would just grab it and all that stuff. But what I found out is that this takes extremely long time, because we're talking about almost 10,000, 9,500 to be exact, houses. So every one of those, obviously I'm not trying to like DDoS the King County website. So I like waited like 2 seconds between every time I would go there. So it was taking extremely long time. The other thing is Colab has a runtime that times out if you just leave it going for too long. And yeah, so there's a whole bunch of reasons, and you know, that took about a whole night to run. And I woke up in the morning and I found that it hadn't done everything that I wanted to, and more. Well, actually, it had, but the thing that was messed up was that not all the data was there. So I had set it up to where, like, because every time you click on a number, every time you click on a house, on a property, you get some information. Like, there's like this stuff. It contains the name of the owner, the year built, all that stuff. But what I found, and I think I don't know if I've deleted it, but so anyway, let's go to this stop. Boom, boom, boom. Let's stop right here. Actually, it's fine. It's fine because we can just stop right there because runtime or no. Gotta sign in. Hey. By the way, I gave myself a haircut today. Haven't rocked a goatee since high school, at least. All right, I'm just inputting my auth. All right, and we go back to here. So we should run this guy and we should stop. All right, cool. So out of these 9,562, I scraped every single one of them, and they're all in this drive right here, which is called raw scrape. YouTube business. Oh yeah, so I did have some of this. Okay, I'll show you. So initially what I had is that I would have it all getting scraped, and then I figured, like, I'm either gonna have properties that do fit into this, or that don't, right? So like this one, let's give an example. So here's like property that had all the information. It had the name, the site address, the legal, the year built, had all this stuff, right? And that's good. Now, on the other hand, I had something like this, which did not have it. So, for example, if we were to go to this guy, and it was like something like, it's something like condo or something, which, so you'll notice that, so the difference between, so usually most of these have like all the information we need, or they all have the information we need. So it looks like that. It's like a normal house, right? It's got the year built. This is stuff I care about. I mainly care about this, the name, but I also care about the address. And then this other stuff is bonus as well, like the year built and everything like that. But I suppose the most important thing is the name and the address. You know, now that I think about it, that is definitely the most important thing. And so I should make that like the bare minimum. But what I'm gonna also try to do is I'm gonna try to like collect everything. Everything that I can, because what I came across often is so these were all good, right? But even not all of these were like legit properties, right? Whoa, what happened here? Oh yeah, because of the zero. Here we go, like 0 0 0 0. Ooh, come on, man. Yeah, so we got this. The United States owns this one, and it had year built. So like this harkens back to inferior creation. Inferior government stuff. Like, what is this crap? Why do they have this? Right? Total square footage. What is it even? I don't know. What is it? It doesn't have an address. It's owned by the United States. If we look up this parcel in the parcel map, we should see something nonsensical. Let's look it up. Oh, no, none of this? Come on, man. Come on, man. Anyway. Oh, we don't want. I don't know. I'd have to look. I thought this has a 0. 1 0 on it. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. It's missing this 0 and it goes like this. Yeah. So, what do we have here? Just some random piece of land out in the middle of the Alpine Lakes Wilderness. Where is the Alpine Lakes Wilderness, you might ask? So this property is tax delinquent, believe it or not. Right there. It's single family. It's an iron mine? Is that real? This iron mine? That's amazing. But anyway, yeah. So Uncle Sam apparently doesn't have to pay taxes, but they're still getting penalized on it. I don't pretend to understand the way our hallowed institutions, public institutions work, but you know, it is what it is. It's not even unbuildable. So anyway, the point is here that like I'm gonna be getting information like this, and it sucks. But like but I have to like filter it out, right? But I have to get all the information. Now on the other hand, let's go to the bad ones, right? And let's see some more information of bad ones. So this is good property. Again, I had this stuff, even though some of this stuff was blank, but still. Like this, like, okay, now we'll go to the bad. So this one, it's owned by a person, right? It should be good. Let's see what it does here. All right, so this is a quarry or an ore processing. It has the year built, lot size, building size, views. This is off MLK. That's kind of amazing. I used to live right by there. I used to drive by there all the time. So this like quarry, it's literally an iron quarry? Is that really? Like, that's amazing. All right. Well, you learn something new every day, huh? like literally, like I used to live like right here, right off Langston, 120th. That's where I used to live, right here. Right? this guy owns a mine. Anyway, this guy who owns a mine, yeah. So there's just examples like that. But it got odd, right? It got odd because so like the first like 500 that I scraped, you know, there were some that were good and some that were bad, but we had a lot of good as well. And then everything started becoming bad, and that's when I started getting very concerned that something was up, and I don't know what. So that's why, and yeah, I started looking like this too, like just account number. That's it, nothing else. And so I didn't know this was because of my pulling. I wasn't pulling the good data, or I wasn't processing the data correctly. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And last thing, so let's just look at this. I mean, it's curious to see what the hell is going on here. This looks like a perfectly good house. It's got a huge description. Fine line. Wow, maybe that's trying to tell me something. Right off Rattlesnake. So I mean, this is cool, right? It's cool. It's like a house that's right off by the like. Someone would love to live here. Twin Falls Trailhead. It's great. It's beautiful, actually. It's like a nice little cottage. It's a cottage house. But anyway, so why didn't I get it though? You know, why didn't I get it? Well, it did not scrape anything. The name is there, the address is there, so obviously something's up. So what I have to do, so let's just for illustrative purposes right now, let's go. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what I did. So this is pretty cool. I like this song. Manke. Who's Manke? She's a cool lady. Poised, coiled work, full of restrained emotion, and all the more affecting for that. Cool. Hey, why not? Okay. Sorry, I don't want to get distracted with all my 0 viewers. Okay. So this is what I did instead. Instead of running this thing, you know, and I already had like the required fields, I wanted to have the condition, lot size, name, etc. And then I would say, like, if it doesn't have it, scrape it in chunks of 600. So 600 at a time. So these 600, split them out into the ones that do and the ones that don't have all the required fields, and then put them into their corresponding good data or bad data CSVs. Bad idea. I was trying to do too much. So this time I'm just separating it out a little bit, having a little bit more patience. So instead what I did is just very simply, I even did this a manual process because I was observing it, and I was observing like the progress bar here and just making sure that it was actually scraping everything. And I even had a little check to see if the URL code wasn't 200. If I was getting some sort of like, you know, like throttling or 404 or something, then I wasn't going. Although I think that when King County website is down, they still give you a 200, but they say it's a 503. King County. Well, they're not down yet, but like, you know. Cool. Anyway, just as an example, oh yeah, and then I stored so that's just like a raw HTML file. So every raw HTML file, I pulled it and I stuck it into this folder. So this, you know, kudos to Google for being able to handle 9,500 tax delinquent lists. Raw scrape right here. Raw scrape. It contains a shit ton. But this is what it looks like. Whoa, what does that mean? So anyway, every one of these has this pretty much this website right here. And now that I was thinking about it, I probably should have gotten the property detail page because that contains more information. Yeah, man, I know, I blew it. And it even has the sales history and stuff. I could have had like when like the last sale was, but that's okay because all I care right now, I don't care about all that information. I just care about the fact that the property is tax delinquent. If I can find out that the property is tax delinquent, and then I can join it with my list of high equity owners, then I know that this is a good lead. It's a very good prospect. It has high equity and it's tax delinquent. So combine those, and that's a motivation. That's a good marketing campaign right there. And I can do the same thing with probate. So anyway, so here we go. So what we were using this guy as an example, right? So this guy showed up in my bad and it didn't have any information. But instead, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for this guy. All right, and then we'll see what information we get. So let's say the name Fine LLC. So let's find it as Fine. What? Really? What? No, that's not right. Let me just open this up. It's gotta have Fine LLC. If it doesn't, I'm gonna freak out. Really? What? Why doesn't it have it? Did you hear something? Why doesn't it have it? I'm so confused. I gotta open up this webpage. Aw, man, this might suck, dude. Let's download as plain text. Let's open with Safari, why not? Let's see Safari. Oh, come on, Safari. Just open it as a web page, man. What? You can't just open this as a browser? How do you open a raw HTML page as a... Django template? OMG. Is this what this is? A Django template? A Django template? Are you serious? Wait, that's not what I see. What? Dude. This is horrible. Emergencies, 2-column. King County, more services. Okay, I don't know. Can we just render page from HTML? Preview page, HTML page. Oh man, this is so disappointing. How do I just preview an HTML page? There we go. I'm gonna paste in this whole big thing. See what's up with it. Oh nice, it auto-formatted it, which is cool. Please remove the embed tags from the source. Where's the embed tag? What? Okay, cool. Oh my god, there's the information we needed right there. Due to the large number of clients processing our server, we limit each client's access to 1,000 parcels per day. That's so disappointing. You know what that means? You know what that means? That means that I have only 1,000. That's probably why they didn't give me anything. Dang it! Okay, so what can I do now? Okay, so this sucks because that means only my first 1,000 are actually good. If I had known that, well, look, this is what I'm gonna do. I know that my first 1,000 are good, so oh boy, I don't even know what to do at this point. So before I had started with 0 to 1,000, and now I can go from 1,000 to 2,000. And I suppose that'll be okay. But now what I really need to do, I just want to be able to work with my last. So I have like these 10,000 files right now, and I know some of them are just garbage. This is going to take about 20 minutes. All right, let me think here. Let me think. So let's just jump into this defining the problem here. We got a problem. Okay. Problem. King County limits a client, which is supposedly an IP, I guess. Client to accessing 1,000 parcels per day. After today, that means I'll have 1,000. I'll have 2,000 property data points. How can we increase this throughput? Okay, so first option is we can change our IP to trick King Co that we are a different client. The other is that we can talk to email the title co to get the property information from their database. All right, I gotta use the bathroom. All right, Madame et Mademoiselle, Mademoiselle, Monsieur et Mademoiselle. So that's where we're at right now. This sucks, but definitely not a problem that's insurmountable. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to get my 1,000, my first 1,000, and I'm going to move them to another folder. Okay, so this is my raw scrape, right? Raw scrape. Here, if I go like that, so every 2 seconds it's creating. These are all supposedly good. Oh, this is gonna be messy, 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 messy. Messy, 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 messy. You know, the funny thing is, so if I were to open this guy, it's gonna be just fine. Lot size. Yep. Just gonna have all the information. Rats, man. What should I do? So should I go with 1 or 2? What do you guys think? This is so disappointing. So let's start looking at some stuff. Scraping, web scraping, avoid limit. There's a robot.txt file and following it. We can request it, typically 5. Don't query the same website more than once every few seconds. In a rate similar to what humans are browsing. If you're querying programmatically, some particular websites very often, I would contact the email, its webmaster. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I was doing it once every other second. Who said that? I was thinking about something about, like, you know, just do we say, like, let's check collab IP address. You can determine the IP address of collab notebook using the following command. This guy's still in the middle of running. Okay, anyway, without getting into that, I don't know. If it takes 8 days, it's fine. It'll take 8 days. I'll just do it one at a time, or 10 days, I guess. I can do other stuff as well in the meantime. I mean, I have here like 1,000, or over 1,000, coming on 2,000 now. Let's instead focus on doing something useful with this data. All right, so okay, so let's leave off this for now, and let's just say not solution, but next steps with raw HTML. So my step here is first I'm going to get the 1,000 oldest files. Do I want to move them? Move them to a new folder called clean scrapes. And then I want to run my beautiful soup script on them, which that includes Does that works? No. Has to be either a number. Okay, well this is what the script does. The script will get actually, I think the one I had before was fine. I just didn't know that that's why it didn't work. But I think all I really care about right now is the fact that it has an address and it has a name associated with it. If I can somehow verify that, if I can somehow verify that it's actually an address, like, see, like for example, this one, it doesn't have anything to indicate that it's a real house. I don't know what this means. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, other than this picture, like this picture appears to show it's a house. It's single family, highest and best use as if vacant. Single family. Well, it's kind of a creepy. Anyway. Oh man. Current use, none. So this seems to be like a very unique, oh, it's a double wide building. Oh, there's a trailer on it. See, that's the kind of information that would be good to know. I'm not sure what to do with that information though. What's its tax status? Okay, so the tax has not been paid. Last year's tax has not been paid on it. So it's currently just in foreclosure, or just it's walking a fine line, you might say. So I don't know. I mean, I guess something like that. Does it have an address though? I think as long as it has an address and it has a name on it, that's all I care about. This other stuff, I may or may not care about it. But if it, I mean, I'm gonna split it like this. I'm gonna say like, okay, so let's be explicit here. So get the data, or get the TD data from all table rows if it has a name and address. It's called site address. Site address. address cell, then put it in the good CSV, else put it in the bad CSV. Okay, I think that's fine. I think I'm just gonna do that. And so yeah, first chunk. All right, cool. So let's do that. I'm actually excited for that. This song is like really weird, and it's kind of creeping me out. Tamana ramen. Nihonjin desho. So desu yo ne. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. It's too weird. Or Moby. Wow. Has Moby been making music recently? I like Moby. Okay. Not to get too distracted, you know. I do like music, you know, that's kind of my... I love music. Apparently I had viewers at some point. Nice. Sick. Okay. Let's see how high I can bump this. Just a little bit. No, I'm not gonna tempt. I'm not gonna tempt fate. Okay. Oh yeah, I can't even run anything while this is going. Ugh. What the hell am I gonna do? I'm just gonna have to write code. There's the problem. Here's the next steps. This define function. Yeah, this define function is fine. I'm gonna keep it right there because alright. Use Python to manipulate my files. Okay. Alright. What are these? These are 4? Oh, these are 4. Okay, never mind. Okay, so Python file directory manipulation. File directory access. Yes, that's the one. Okay, so what is it called? Pathlib. The modules described in this chapter deal with disk and directories. For example, there are modules for reading the properties of files, manipulating paths in a portable way, and creating temporary files. All right. Pathlib, object-oriented file system paths, basic use. Sure. Subdirectories. Paths are immutable and hashable. Parts, methods, and properties. How about just create. Create directory. OS. Detect the current working directory. Dude. Oh, man. You know what I'm gonna have to do, right? I'm gonna have to do a new script. Clean scrapes. Then here, I'm gonna create a new collab. But I wonder is it? Can I run two runtimes at the same time? I really don't know. Oh, I got it. I think I got it. Go like this. I don't really care about. Well, whatever. We'll just leave it for right now. That's fine. Hey yo, let's go, let's go. Moby's cool. I always liked Moby. I always liked his music. I thought he was a real chill cat. All right. So let's also import os. Okay. So yes, we gotta go like this. We're gonna call this raw scrape processing. Os.get cwd. Where we at? We're at slash content right now. I see. Okay, cool. Create a directory. Okay. So we're gonna say path equals slash content slash my drive slash YouTube busyness. My drive, YouTube business. And then we're going to do make dir. And then we're going to go into slash clean scrapes slash raw HTML. That's the thing I'm gonna that's the directory I'm gonna try to create. And I'm gonna say os.make dir path let's actually just do this like that. All right. Okay, cool. Hey, so if we go here, clean scrapes, raw HTML. All right, so we can manipulate. That's very good. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to go to this file right here, the raw scrape. I don't want to open it right now. I can't open it actually. Raw scrapes. And we want to get the oldest files. Let's see how this bad boy's doing. Where's the progress bar at? It's inching along, you know. You can't really see it, but it is inching along. So anyway, what I want to do now is I want to be able to Python get all files by last modified. How to get the last modified time of a file in Python. How do I get a time last modified? Path exists file name. stat. OMG, that's crazy. Okay. Okay. How about this? Get all files in a directory. How do I list all the files in a directory? os.listdir. You'll get everything that's in the directory. F for F in listdir. If is file. Or you could use os.walk, which will yield two lists for each directory it visits, splitting files and dirs for you. If you only want the top directory, you can just break the... I don't get that part, but that's fine. os.path.is file. So let's look into this. Let's dig a little deeper. I want to move here. I just want to make sure that my runtime is not blowing up. That would suck. Okay, return a list containing the names of entries of the directory given by path. The list is in arbitrary order. It does not include the special entries ... even though they're present in directory. Perform the equivalent of an else stat, but does not follow symbolic links on platforms. Okay, I'm interested to use this and filter. So what happens if I just do this? I prefer to use glob module as it does pattern matching and expansion. The queried files, that's kind of cool too. Get list of files with glob, easier for select files for the same type or with something else in common. Now, one thing I was concerned about is a function returns a list of a given extension and argument. Okay, this is great. Getting the full path name. What's happening? Lister, walk. So what I want to do is I want to sort Python sort files by modified time. How do you get a directory listing sorted by creation date? That's a good question. Sorted path, dir path, iter dir, key os.path.getTime. If you already have a list of file names, then sort it in place by creation time on Windows. The list of files could get... Okay. Oh man. I've done this in the past. Glob, it uses glob and os, and it searches the directory and it says files list filter os path is file glob.search directory, and then key lambda.get mtime os.path.get mtime. You can also use os lister in place of glob.glob. It's either reason I use glob. So I was wanting to use glob to only search for files with a particular extension. Okay, I don't really care about the extension here because I have everything is a text. So with that being said, All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I have here, I'm gonna say old scrape equals this YouTube, except here we have raw scrape. Okay. And what I want to do, oh, this is a Windows sorting files by date. Oh man, where are these? Sort files based on timestamp. This is regex. Oh, here we go. Files that sort os.path.get get end time. Okay. How about this? How about this? os dot list dir old scrape all files equals length of all files. It should say 10,000. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. So what I want to do is I want to get all files of 0 dot get end time. os.path.get end time. Okay, I did it wrong. os.path.get end time. Return the last modification time of a file reported at os.stat. Okay. No such file or directory. Oh, you gotta do os.path.join, huh? os.path.join old scrape. Like that? Interesting. Interesting. And then this glob, does it get the I have a suspicion about that. So anyway, what if I just take their advice here and I just actually do that and I say sorted you think equals that. I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah. So this is kind of silly. So instead what I would do is I would say, oh cool, you can, that's pretty cool, man. So I would say, whoa, don't you go that far. So you say newest or oldest equals sorted all files key equals Python sorted. I like this. This is a good song. Python sorted key lambda. The key function. Yep. Oh, let's make sure this thing is moving along. That's good. Okay. So here what we want to do, the key is a lambda. And we got the F here. Did it take an arrow function? I'm jumping a lot when it's JavaScript, or is it just, okay, it's not that, it's just a colon. And so we get os.path.join old scrape and F. Just like that. Sorted. Cool. Look how fast that was. So then we get oldest of 10. What's that? Oh, okay. So, you know, interestingly enough, I'm sure that if we were to look in, if we were to go back here and we would get the base property info. Oh, not that. If we were to go here, no, not clean scrapes. Tax delinquent? Game plan? Yes. Last modified. Sure. If we were to look here, I think the very first one we would see. Oh, I guess not. Well, I was wrong on that regard, but let's see if, so there's no difference in how we scrape the same list. So this one should have 122,006. That doesn't look right at all. Not at all. Let's say 008. Well, how about this? How about this? Let's look at it this way. 008. As long as I see that 008, this guy was the oldest one. I want to know when it was modified. Specifically. Oh man, it doesn't even have that good information. When was it modified specifically though? Oh, 4:31 p.m. Yeah, that at least gives me something to work with. $4:31. What about this guy? What? Why did I modify this one? 2:38 p.m. WTF? $11:24. 2:45 p.m. I thought this one was just for. What time was this modified? These are 2:45 and shit. 431? What? Huh? What about this one? $130. It seems to be going back like in reverse order or something. So what if we have here like the last 10? This seems to be just ordered by their freaking date. What? This just seems to be ordered by their literally by what? Do you duplicate? One, 4, 8, 6, 1, 4, 7, 1, 5, 9, 1, 5. Yeah, so obviously that did not get. It's kind of silly, huh? Well, I mean, I'm the one who's silly, so let's try that again. Python sort files by date. Pathlib, import path. To sort dir path entries by modification date from OS pathlib dir path iter dir path sorted OS dot path dot get tm time. If you already have a list of files, OS dot path dot get ct time. Oh, this has to be Windows, huh? One way of ordering a list is to create a list from the os.listdir and get the modification out of each one. You would have a list of tuples and you could order by the second. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You can also check the resolution of that get end time. If the latter returns true, then returns a float. This indicates you have more resolution in seconds. Key lambda f. Isn't that what I tried to do? Oh shit, no I didn't. I didn't even do it. Dude, why didn't you guys tell me that? Oh my gosh, I'm nearing here on my hour mark. On my hard stop. Okay, how about this? Let's keep on coding until this is done. So So we say os dot path dot get tm time, get m time, like that. Much better now. See, now it's kind of taken a while because it wasn't so silly. I was just sorting based on alphabetical order. But the good thing is now we actually have something that makes sense. So 122.069.0169, sure enough, now if I go back and I do that stuff I was doing about like the good prop info. Now if you look at the first one, we should see what was actually, yeah, so this was actually the first one that was scraped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's play some more Moby. I kind of like Moby's vibe. Maybe, but I don't want it to be too distracting. Oh, long ambience, that's good. Ambient music. I can actually turn this up because it's probably not going to be copyrighted. Moby's too cool to copyright his shit. Okay. Anyway. Yes. We're this is good. We're in a good place right now because now we're going to get those first 1,000 and we're going to move them over to I'm going to say Python move files so you can do it in different ways. So path to current file and then path to new destination. Dot replace note that you must include the file name in both the source and the destination. Its change, it will be renamed. Is there a for each in Python? Oh, you just duh. Kind of fun, kind of silly. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna say raw HTML. So we got the new. So we got the path. So new path equals this guy, and we got the old path equal to this guy. And we say for f in oldest, we want to get up to 1,000, the 1,000 oldest ones. We're going to say os dot oh shoot, where was it? Dang it. Python move os dot rename. That's what we're gonna do. Say os. I'm gonna say old name equals os dot path dot join old path f, and we're gonna do something very similar here. New path, new name. I'm gonna say os dot rename old name to new name. Alrighty. So should we just bump it? Should we just bump it and see what happens? Let's do it with 10. No, let's just do it, man. Let's just do it. It's midnight. Leroy Jenkins. Oh, shoot. What happened? Why is it invalid syntax? Oh, there's no comma. Alright, let's do it. Woohoo! We're renaming 1,000 files right now. Holy crap. That's kind of crazy. So, when we look here, let's move over to I moved 20 items. Yep. I moved 25 items. That's all I did. Just 25. That can't be right. I must move way more than that. I moved 1,000 items. Is this still not recognizing that what I did? Oh yeah, it's still, see, Google is still catching up. Okay, that's fine. That's good. That's good. Oh no, we're almost out of time. We're almost out of time. This has been a really fun stream for me. I don't know about all of you guys, but okay, so I have to make it my absolute must is I have to make some phone calls tomorrow. I'm gonna put it on a sticky note. And I'm gonna put it prominently. I'm gonna feature it prominently somewhere. So call title co, ask about joining on parcels. That's step number 1. And then step number 2 is call tax assessor, ask about old properties, about properties that have been tax delinquent. Ask about tax delinquent since 2016 or earlier. I'm gonna put it like super noticeable, either right on my Mac right here. I'll put it right on my Mac because I'm gonna sign in tomorrow. Well, tomorrow I'm gonna live stream. I'm gonna live stream those calls. I don't know, is live streaming calls considered illegal? I don't want to do that. I don't want people to, I don't want to like record people or whatever, but so yeah, maybe I won't do that, but I will definitely report back. We finished here. Aw, that's so cute. You know what I really want to do now? Okay. To do. Dude, this is so crazy. I don't even know. Okay, so what happens if I go to my YouTube business, I go to raw scrapes, and I go to the most recent modified, which is June 8th. No, June 8th. Yes, so 1206. So one that just finished right here. Is this going to tell me that I'm screwed? It's going to tell me that okay, no, it's good. We're good. Phew. Okay, that's really good information. Okay. So we know now that the 1,000 most recent have as well do have good data on them. So that's the last thing I'm going to do. I'm going to move those 1,000 as well into here. And so now we have 2,000 to do. Tomorrow is we go from 2,000 to 3,000. Tomorrow, which is 6/8. Okay, from 2,000 to 3,000. Meanwhile, the most recent 1,000 here in raw scrape, where I know that it's good data, so I'm going to copy it over again. Okay. So now I want to get the last 1,000. So if I go back 1, go back 2, go back. So here I want to do -1,000 like that, and move those over. And I'm doing some heavy file mining on Google Drive. Good thing Google makes such good products, you know. I get such a sense of satisfaction from saying that, because I'm going to be making so much money off of Google products. I love Google. All right, raw HTML. $320, $304. All right, so now we're starting to actually look like. So what if, okay, so let's just do something else right now. Let's just see, so we should have 2,000 files. So os dot path dot lister os dot lister the new path. I don't really care about that. I just want to get the length of it. Dude, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay. With that, I'm gonna end it. It's been a very short stream. It may not seem like we accomplished much because, in fact, we just hit up against that wall of scraping the government. You know, I mean, it's the freaking government. You know, you can't. Not just anybody can just waltz in and scrape the government. So we're working on it. We've scraped 2,000 out of 9,500 files. The question is what we're going to do with that scrape data. I feel like I have something good in place. So now kind of what I can do. Actually, you know what? I just want to check something. Did I import requests? I just want to, oh no, this is what I want to do. Collab, IP address. I want to see if these have different IPs. Ooh, interesting. Huh. You know what I want to do right now, right? I know, this is just one last bonus round. What I want to do is I want to create a questionable scrapes. I want to just take the first 1,000 files and I want to re-scrape them based off the file name, write to it, and then send it in questionable scrapes, and then tomorrow I'll check to see if it actually worked. I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, so let's just pull this up real quick here. We're gonna make dir the path. So we're gonna call qscrapes equals this. Questionable HTML. And then what I want to do is I want to do os.makedir qscrapes. Yes. Okay. And then so now what I want to do is I want to list her. What happens if I list her my old path? I should see 7,500. Okay, great. So okay, so I want to do my next scrape. My next scrape is os.lister old path. This is the first 1,000 of them. I don't think I have any like weird files in there. Raw scrapes just has like a bunch of random data. Why is that still here? That should not be there though. That's concerning. Those should definitely not be there still. Seven two 126610507. Huh. But shouldn't that exist? How is it modified 1206 by me when I explicitly moved all those folders over to all those files? YouTube, clean scrapes. What the hell? Whoa, what's going on here? What is going on here? There's raw HTML. Did I do something? Did I do something? There's raw HTML. Why doesn't it show up here? Oh, there we go. Activity. $300. Okay, I want to go back to here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Why does this show? Why does it show that I've had it for that long? Is this... But I've moved this over here though. Something doesn't seem right. Something does not seem right. I think I know what it is. I think those 1,000 that I scraped, that I moved over, I gotta switch them back. I have to switch them back because I think that data was stale. Those are no longer the oldest. Oh shit. Oh no. But now they're definitely the newest. So now I have to get from 1,000 to 2,000. Oof, man. Dang it, man. Dang it, this is such a cluster. Well, at least this should look different, right? Okay, that's good. That's a good sign. Alright, this should at least look different. It shouldn't be this 120. Okay. Alright. Man. Yeah. I have no idea if what I'm doing is just completely bonkers or not. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna take those. When this is all said and done, the newest files in my old directory. See, this is why I always stay up late. I'm already half an hour late. The newest files in my old directory should be no good. They should be those files that were like I gotta refresh here at least a couple times. Yeah, I gotta let the Googs like catch up. Like the UI has to catch up with the backend. I'm sure everything moved just fine on the backend, but like whatever reason they're trying to like, I don't know. They have probably some very cool fault tolerant way of handling all this stuff. So yeah. Anyway, how's it going with you? All right, man. I'm just looking to see like 300 okay file things, and then 320, 304. I move to raw HTML. Yeah. 300, so we're at 600. I moved that to raw scrape. So those are the ones that I moved back. Oh god, what if it didn't catch up? What if now all my shit just looks bonkers? You know what I'm gonna have to do, right? I'm gonna have to eventually just like search through all the files for anything that has those keywords of like limit to 1,000 parcels. And each of those I'm gonna have to rescrape again. Alright, I think that's good. Alright. So anyway, let's go to raw scrape right here. What? 1206? Dude, there's no way that shit was 1206. When you move something, you modify it, right? Isn't that like by definition? So you're telling me if I was to move this over here, stick it up like there, it's not going to be modified by me? Oh, in that case, we got to go all the way back. Switch those over again. And then take the first 1,000 and switch those back. Amazing. Hey, you know, I mean, I'm learning so much right now. Moving something does not modify. Moving a file does not modify it. Moving a file does not modify it. This is Windows though. Oh boy. Dude, I'm so tripping out right now. So, okay, if we go to clean scrapes and raw HTML, does this mean that, what? June 6th, oh! I think I'm like at the limits of what the hell's going on here. Cause didn't they just say 11 p.m. like on a refresh ago? 12. Okay, so these ones were moved. These were like the most recent ones that you scraped, right? Okay. This is definitely these are the ones that I definitely scraped early on, like 2 days ago or yesterday or whatever. Okay. And then let's go. Whoa, why is there only 1,000 here? There's only like 100. What are all these? Why are these modified? Man, I wish I had kept what that one said. The one that said 1,000 parcels. Uh-oh. Why isn't this have TXT on it? So these are all these files need to get scraped. Again, re-scraped. That's kind of what I was thinking. Python grep text file. I would just like to use grep files. So use grep the first argument is a search pattern. The second optional argument is the name of the file to be searched. The above sequence will search for all occurrences. When used on a specific file, grep only outputs the line. Run recursive the full path to the file followed by a colon and the contents of the line. Patterns in grep are by default basic regular expressions. Okay. Finally. So what if I go like this? Let's say grep -L and then right here. Oh, I have to do R. Now it's searching through everything. Python grep to list. There is a query in which, okay. I2 is the file in which we're querying for. How do I, oh my god, what the hell was that? No. Okay, anyway. I'm sure this thing's still popping off. Ooh, interesting. It tried to gdoc. Tried to grep gdoc. Let's cancel there. Let's cancel stop. What I want to do is I want to pipe the grep. Pipe grep to Python list. Pipe is a shell feature. You have to use popin to use it. Glob subprocess import popin grep c something plus glob os. Okay, std out pipe, then pop grep std in p1.std out, then dot wait, and then you can implement the pipeline in pure Python. So try count sum for one open line name if someone pass IOE. Looks like I'm gonna have to use the subprocess file. I mean library subprocess. Output grep to Python list. How to output of grep command. Okay, subprocess, input file, host process, subprocess dot pop, p open grep host, file input std out subprocess dot pipe, and then read, but the result is an empty string. Host standard out dot read. I don't know what the problem is. Can you suggest your code should work? Are you sure that the user has access to read the file? Also, are you certain that there's a, you might mean this instead. Host process dot communicate. Interesting. Shell true. Huh. Plum bum. Yeah, I don't know about all that. And all I want to do is I want to the regex search match returns a method. I just want to do grep and Python. That's all I want to do. Can I just do that? Then your code will blow in the face as soon as the file name contains only characters which have special meaning in the shell. You suppress the call to the OSS system and pass the argument to the list with open as. However, you can improve your code even more by not calling rep at all. Read my2 to a string instead and use RE module to perform a search. In case you do not need a regex at all, you can even simplify it if line in. Oh, interesting. Read all queries into a string. Iterate once over all lines in the text file and check if the file okay. How about this? How about this? What I'm gonna do? Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grep all that. No. I'm gonna do something else. Actually, I want to actually check to see if slash clean scrapes has any of that. Oh man, that's so depressing, dude. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take all of those and I'm going to output them to a text. output grep to text file. All right, with open dot slash dirty dot text r as dirties and say dirty scrapes equals that. I'm going to say cur path equals dirties dot read line. Is that what it's called? Python read line. First step. Read lines. What does that do? Oh, interesting. Read lines without new line. All right, I'll do that. Dirties dot read dot split lines. What it's called? Dot split lines. Temp equals, and then dirty scrapes equals oh, that's great. Jeez, is this really taking that long? I'm really curious what's going on here. like hella corrupt or something. Jeez, man. This is so mind-boggling. All of them have that? Clean scraped out raw HTML. Okay. Okay. Land of dirty scrapes. 1005, huh? Crazy, bro. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Alright. So, alright. This is seriously the last thing I'm going to do today. I'm going to go crazy, man. Okay. For F and dirty scrapes. Okay. Account number equals F dot split on separator is that, and then the last one, and then I just call file name, account num equals file name dot split at this, and we're getting this guy, and then we're going to request string and here we go back to this guy right here, and what do we say here? Okay, request string equals account number, okay. And then what we're going to say is if URL text is 200, I think that's fine. And we're going to say time dot, oh, we haven't imported time. Say time dot sleep 2 seconds. But before I get into that, what I need to do is I didn't even say open here. That's a bug. It's gotta be open. Now here, I just need to put F because I already have that. raw.write HTML text. Now, what I want to hear to say if in HTML text print and break, else what's one of the things here we want to say? Site address. And none of that happens. Else print confusion about. Okay, and we write that, else that. Okay, alright. So, and here instead, we're gonna do dirty scrapes until 5. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Alright. This should take 10 seconds and we should learn a lot. Port requests. Doi. Starting to get late. Good. Good. This is very good. Five, 2, 1,000. Yeah, I think that'll be all right. And then tomorrow, let's see. So we don't want to count number. Break. Should we break? Should we break? No, we're not gonna break. I mean, yeah, we will break. We don't want to really care about any of these guys. All right. So we're gonna let this run, and then tomorrow I'm gonna run the same exact thing. I'm gonna grab the same shit. Pretty much this guy right here. Dirty.text. Alright, so this should get us, this should clean up 1,000, clean up 1,000 files. Just like that. Alright. With that, I'm gonna leave that running for the rest of the day. I hope you guys, all 0 of you, have enjoyed. Oh, actually, there's been 3 playbacks. One of them was mine, but the average watch time has been 3 seconds. So, I sincerely thank you, Mr. 3 Seconds, or Mrs. 3 Seconds, for hanging on, bearing with me while I eke through this building the business from scratch. I'm sure it's gonna pay off for you. You're gonna tell your grandkids that you witnessed. All right. With that, guys, have a good night.